It's an exciting time. We've got new beers in the supermarkets, Sainsbury supermarkets. This is a brand new beer called Alphonso. It's a Mango New England IPA from Mad Squirrel. But what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we've got a brand new beer from Sainsbury Supermarket. Out of nowhere, suddenly new beers appear in Sainsbury. So this is, maybe we're getting into the new season now where we're going to get more new supermarket beers. But this one is quite an exciting one because this is Mad Squirrel. I haven't seen this one in Mad Squirrel beer in Sainsbury's. I think they've had them in Morrison's. I've never ever had one. I've never actually drank a Mad Squirrel beer, but I've heard good things about them. I think they're a Nottingham brewery. I could be completely wrong here. But this is a Mango New England IPA. So slightly concerning about that because obviously this is a New England IPA with mango puree in it. Yeah, so this beer has got mango in it as well as obviously the rest of the hops, and it's got a lot of hops in it. So we've got Citra, Mosaic, Amarillo, El Dorado, and Idaho 7, and it's obviously also got a sweet mango pushing through it. So I'm presuming that's a mango puree, but it's a lovely looking can. It's got this sort of metallicness to it, and it's quite textured. Looks pretty good. £3.50 this was in Sainsbury's. So well, let's crack it open and see what it's all about. It was always a beer from Mad Squirrel that I always wanted. I think it was called Roadkill, and that was a New England IPA. Never managed to get it. So let's see what this one's like. Let's hope the mango is not too, the artificial mango is not too much. I mean, with all those hops in it, I'm surprised they felt the need to add mango in there as well. But beer in a glass, well, it's a very thick looking. It is a very golden orangey sort of colour. We've got 2 fingers of very compacted head. Yeah, I mean that looks pretty good. Look at the colour of that. It's almost like the Caramac. Yeah, it's custardy, but it's also got a nice orange tinge to it. I think it looks pretty damn good. I've seen a lot of double and triple IPAs have this sort of colour. So let's see what the aromas are like. Yeah, I'm getting mango, but the big thing I'm getting, it does smell like mango puree. It's almost like if you had a mango smoothie, that sort of really strong mango smell. It smells pretty good though. It's very inviting. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, everyone. It's quite soft. Low levels of carbonation. It's got a creamy sort of mouthfeel. But that mango, it does give it a little bit of a sort of artificial taste to it, which doesn't sit well with me in terms of that flavour. The mango, we've got how many did I say? 1, 2, Citra, Mosaic, Amarillo, El Dorado, 5 hops and Idaho 7. 5 hops in this beer, and they still felt they needed to add some mango into it as well, which for me, I just don't understand where the thought process is in that, because with all of those hops, if they're brewed correctly, you're going to get mango flavour. You don't need to add any additional mango, and when you do add it, it's a real intense mango taste that tastes like it shouldn't be there. It's like a sort of beer with mango. Well, I mean, it is a beer brewed with mango dropped in the top of it. But it's sort of got this real sort of sharp, almost overpowering sort of artificial taste. It's a real sort of intensive mango flavour. And for me, it doesn't make the beer better. It detracts for me from the beerness of the beer, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's a lovely soft beer, but I'm not really picking up the beer stuff. All I'm picking up is mango, big hits of mango. It's a very sort of artificially mango flavoured. I'm disappointed, why do they feel the need to put 5 different hops in and then all those hops almost like go out the window when you've got this mango flavour that just is so dominant. It's so sharp and sort of, there's a little bit of bitterness on the mango, but I can't really taste the beer through it, if that makes any sense. It's a strange sort of strange reasoning, really. I mean, this beer looks incredible. It's got a beautiful look to it. I mean, obviously, yes, very sort of mango in terms of its colour, but it's certainly got a nice look and a nice mouthfeel. It's just a shame that mango is so, the mango puree or whatever they put in it is so dominant that it takes away all that beer. You get such a massive hit of mango. It's unreal. It's beyond, you know. I've had sour beers with a mango, which is more like, has that sort of flavour in it. It's more mango juice than beer with a mango sort of flavour, which is, for me, I'm disappointed, to be honest. I mean, it's a supermarket beer, Mad Squirrel, first time in Sainsbury's. They could have just done an Alphonso. It could have just been a New England IPA, not bothered with the mango. It probably would have been better. So it's an interesting choice, but let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for the Mad Squirrel Alphonso, a Mango New England IPA, 5.8%, £3.50 in your local Sainsbury's. So let's go through those scores. So firstly, aroma. You pour it out, put it to your nose, and you think, yeah, there's a big hit of mango. It smells to me like a mango sort of smoothie. It's just pure mango juice. You're not really picking up any of the sort of, if you'd put this, blind tested it, you would have never thought that this was a beer. You'd think it's a mango smoothie. It's very, very strong in terms of that mango aroma. But it smells good and it's inviting. So I'm giving it 13 for aroma. Appearance. Well, it looks beautiful. I mean, look how deep and rich of an orange colour that is. The head is not very well retained. There's a lot of lacing of the glass, but it's just that colour. It looks really good. I mean, it looks like mango juice, really. So I'm giving it 9 for appearance. I think it looks pretty good. Flavour. Well, this is where it sort of drops points. As soon as you drink it, you think, yeah, there's no denying there's a mango flavour there. But it's a very big hit of mango, and it's a very sort of an artificial and an unnatural sort of mango flavour. It's not like the hops are doing the work to give that mango flavour. You know that the mango puree over-dominates. I think it's got too much. And as I say, and I've said it in so many videos where we've had sort of a beer with added stuff in it, is that it's not as if mango is not a predominant flavour with a lot of hops. So why feel the need to add more mango? It makes no sense to me. I just wonder what this beer would have been like. 5 different hops. Why use all those hops when they're almost like washed away by the mango puree? I think that's the biggest disappointment. Is like they potentially could have been a really cracking beer, but they put the mango in it, and I think that spoilt the beer for me. So flavour-wise, yeah, I mean, it's soft. It's quite creamy. It's just too mango-y for me. It's too artificially mango. I'm giving it 30 though for flavour. I think if you love mango and you want that big hit of mango flavour, then you probably like it. But for me, it almost washes the beer, any sort of beer sort of characteristics away by the amount of mango puree that obviously has gone into this beer. So 30 for flavour. Value for money. Well, I mean, it's a 5.8% New England IPA. And it's available in Sainsbury's, £3.50, so that's pretty good value, I'd say. I'm giving it a solid 8 for value. And my overall experience, as I said, I think I would have liked to have this beer with the 5 hops that's in it, with no mango added. I would be interested to see how that sort of works, you know, what the flavours are. I think it would have been a better beer. I don't know. I mean, what their thought process was. Did they sort of brew it with all those hops and thought it didn't have enough oomph, so they thought they'd put some mango in? Or did they just go ahead and decide from day one, you know, that they were putting the mango in, and then they had all these hops lying around it. It just seems crazy why a beer with 5 different hops still feels the need to put some added stuff in it. You might as well just use 2 different types or even 1 different type of hops, because the flavour that you would get from those hops is literally not there at all. The mango just overtakes and dominates the beer. So my overall experience, it's not the sort of beer that I'd want to drink again, even though I did buy 2, because I saw it in Sainsbury's today and I thought I'm going to buy 2 of those in case I drink it and I don't review it, you know, at the same time. And I thought, yeah, I was confident it was going to be good, but yeah, a bit disappointed I got another one of those in. So it's not something that I really want to rush out and buy again. There's better beers in the supermarkets and obviously better beers elsewhere. Yeah, I'm still sort of completely surprised why they felt the need to add more mango to it. But if you love mango, you might like it. I'm giving it 11 for my overall experience. Tying those scores up, I'm surprised, but we just about, I think because of the aroma and the appearance is pretty good, that we get to a recommended 71. It's a low-level recommendation, but, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would try to get this in the supermarket that maybe not, you know, don't drink loads of craft beer, or the only craft beer they might drink would be Brewdog or, you know, Beavertown or stuff like that, and they'd probably really like this. But if you're like me and you follow the channel a lot and you see the reviews of the beers that I do and you drink them yourself, I think you're going to be a bit disappointed. There are still better supermarket beers than this. I'll say it one more time. Why do these breweries feel the need to put added mango into it? They don't need to. Just let the hops do the work. So many beers that we've had have got big hits of mango in it, but it tastes like real. You know, there's something real about it. This just doesn't taste like it's beer that's been messed about with too much, in my opinion. So I'm going to go away a bit disappointed with that. See new beers in the supermarkets, get excited. We've also got something that sounds even more weird. It's a porn star martini pale ale. I mean, that just sounds wrong on so many levels, but, you know, maybe that will work, but I don't have huge hopes that that's going to work. Just put some decent beer in. Look at the beers that sell. Look at the beers that do well on Untapped, and just do something like that. You know, hopefully Northern Monk will have some new stuff in Tesco's with some new sort of New England IPAs that will be pure and good. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. But for this, you know, don't feel that these breweries have to do something quirky just to sell in supermarkets. I don't know why they do that, but it does seem like, if you look at the shelves in terms of what's in, certainly in Sainsbury's and their beers, everything's all a bit quirky. You know, we've either got some sort of white chocolate pale ale or some sort of infused with something or other, and it you know, stop messing about with beer. You know, stop trying to be over creative. It doesn't need it. It really doesn't. So that's enough for me today. Hope you've enjoyed this little review, and until the next one, keep on rocking.